Will Jamar Chase break out of his slump? Hi again, everyone. I'm James Rapien with allbengals.com and Cincinnati Bengals Talk. And let's call it like it is. The rookie wide receiver is in a slump. He's struggling. And, well, I think he can fix it. You're going to hear from Jamar Chase coming up. But first, I got to tell you about MyBookie. This video brought to you by MyBookie. And whether it's Thursday night football, whether it's Sunday night football, or whether it's just a huge, huge Super Bowl preview, which is coming this week. Buffalo Bills versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And look, let's be honest here. Tom Brady's had his way with the Bills, but the Bills, they're different now. Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen. Will the Antonio Brownless Tampa Bay Bucs be able to handle business? Well, you can wager on that game right now with mybookie.ag. And the best part is you're going to double your first deposit up to $1,000 with promo code Bengals Talk. It's that simple. Save money, get free money, earn more money with mybookie.ag. And you don't have to just bet on Bucks Bills. It can be Bengals 49ers. It can be different prop bets. Maybe, just maybe, you want to bet on the University of Cincinnati upsetting Alabama. You can do that as well by going to mybookie.ag right now. So don't delay. Make sure you use that promo code Bengals Talk to double your first deposit. Double it right now with promo code Bengals Talk. Let's dive into this, though, because Jamar Chase was off to such a scorching start. And people like me are like, hey, I told you so. I told you the Bengals should have drafted Jamar Chase. And by the way, I'm still doing that. I think their whole offense is, based around Jamar Chase being this deep threat, this elite wide receiver one, and it opens things up for T. Higgins, who's had back-to-back huge weeks and looks like the T. Higgins we saw towards the middle and end of his rookie year. That being said, let me give you some numbers. Jamar Chase, through the first 7 weeks of the season, 35 receptions, only 3 drops, 754 yards, was averaging 22 yards per catch, had 6 touchdowns. That was when he was clearly the mybookie.ag favorite for Offensive Rookie of the Year. The past 5 games dropped off some. 20 receptions, averaging just 10 yards a catch, has 204 yards, 5 drops, 2 touchdowns. And obviously had the drop on Sunday. And that's the part of it, because that drop completely changed the game. He said he had never dealt with something like that, where he tried to catch it, bobbled it, tried to catch it again, and the ball goes up in the air to the defensive back. But it completely changed the game, and he's certainly aware of that. The Bengals are certainly aware of that. Here's Jamar on if he's frustrated after his scorching start, how the past month and a week has gone.
You felt any bit of frustration, like wishing you kind of had a little bit more of the numbers that you had the early part of the season?
Hell yeah. Of course. Come on now, of course.
How do you deal with that?
It's just adjusting on the fly, not messing up assignments, make sure I'm on the same page as the quarterback, MAs, penalties, no drops, it's just making it. If I'd have made that catch in the beginning of the game, you know what I'm saying, we probably wouldn't be having this talk right now, you know what I'm saying, because that's early in the game and that's a big play. So, just make the play when it's made. It needs to be made.
Is that it? Is it the drops? Is it the drops that are the most frustrating part, especially one like yesterday, out of all of it, when you have your opportunities?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, basically. The ones you want the most.
Hell yeah, he's frustrated. I like that response. I do, because it's good to be frustrated and it's good to fight through it. And to me, that aspect of it's good as he continues to push forward, because the Bengals are relying on him. And that's something Zach Taylor has said time and time again. They expect him to play at an extremely high level. They know he's only 21 years old. He played the most snaps at wide receiver among the wide receivers by far. He was on the field for all, but I think 6 or 7 snaps on Sunday. So he was out there a ton and still had 5 receptions for 52 yards, but could have had 6 receptions for 120 something yards, could have had 7 receptions probably for 130 something yards, but he's had some drops, and that needs to be fixed moving forward. Here's Jamar Chase on the not just his frustration level, but the fact that, let's be honest, defenses have adjusted. And as frustrating as that is, the Bengals need to adjust too. He thinks maybe moving him around a bit more could help. Here's a 1-minute clip of Jamar discussing how he could get more involved on offense.
Jamar, I would think that your year you guys won the national championship, you had such a big year, you got doubled, quite a bit, being the threat you were as a receiver. Are they doubling you differently in the National Football League than they did in college, or is it just better players, or what makes it more difficult?
Difference was I was just getting moved around more in college. So it wasn't as easy to double team me instead of, me being on one side of the field, and, that's easy. So.
Is that something you think that you should be doing here, moving around more?
I would love to move around more. I mean, that's not a bad option, It makes the offense open up more. It means I got to know more. So, it's all a step forward.
Did you motion a lot in college too? That's another way to beat double teams, is motion and give them a different look. Did you guys do a lot of that?
We did a couple of motions. We didn't really do motions to beat out the double team. Majority of our motions in college were, to see the coverages.
No matter what you think about this offense, you look at it, and I posted a video about all the injury updates and everything that has taken place over the past couple of days. Let's just throw it out there right now. Logan Wilson expected to miss time. Chidobe Awuzie expected to potentially miss time. You have guys on the offensive line that are either dinged up or could miss more time, in Trey Hopkins and Riley Reef. So if that's the case, you need something that's going to help Joe Burrow out, help make life easier. It's Jamar Chase. They need Jamar Chase to be that first 7 weeks, that first 7 games, 50 catches, 20+ yards of reception. And it's on him to play better. It's on this coaching staff to put him in a position to win. Because if the Bengals are going to go to the playoffs, the quickest path to it, to me, is offense, is scoring, and scoring some more. Because I don't know if you're going to be able to bank on this defense with the injuries it suffered the other day. It's tough. And we'll see. Trey Waynes, there's a chance he comes back or at some point over the next couple of weeks. What can you expect of him? Can you expect anything of him? That's certainly a question mark. So we will answer all of those questions in the coming days. Until then, make sure you hit that subscribe button. For Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapien. Thank you so much for watching right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk.